laying in here. I did decide I wanted to make one more quick video for my series of videos I've been doing on practical, realistic goldfish care, keeping your goldfish healthy and happy in a home aquarium. It can be done. It just takes work, but it is very rewarding. While I talk, I'm just gonna have us enjoy my 75-gallon Ranchu grow-out tank. I ordered these guys as fry, and they were tiny, 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 size of my pinky nail, so small. They didn't even look like goldfish. They looked like mosquito larvae or something. It was amazing, and now they've turned into these gorgeous beasts, and they're still growing. I mean, they only came from a spawn in July. Not all of their names have come to me. This one has, because she or he, I can't quite sex them yet, is so friendly. This is Chubba Chubba, and this one is Emerald Green. Those two names have come to us, but the others, not all of them have names yet. Anyway, so practical, realistic home goldfish keeping. We've talked about tank size. We've talked about filtration. We have talked about doing water changes in a way that actually makes sense based on how many fish you have, not some magical percentage that you've been told. And the last thing, and a variety. We did talk about feeding them a variety diet. They need a lot of variety in their diet. Keep in mind that their ancestors, which is still where their digestive tract comes from, even in these very modified goldfishies, their ancestors forage all day and just eat little bits all day. They don't have stomachs. They have very, very long digestive tracts. Yeah, I know you guys think I'm gonna feed you, but I'm just taking a video. Sorry. Anyway, so one thing I wanted to bring up that I didn't cover in those first few videos that I did think was important enough to make one more video about is that goldfish are social animals. They do well in groups of 3 or more. Now, that means 3 of them is perfect in a 40-gallon breeder, especially if they are one of these smaller fancy varieties or egg-bodied types, but you don't want to, stick 5 or 6 in a 40 because they're social animals. But really, keeping a single goldfish, they will get sad. You will see a noticeable difference in their personalities. You can really see the bigger the group, the happier they are. So the more space you have and the more goldfish you can keep together, the better. They love to swim in these little groups, and because they're not officially a schooling or really a shoaling fish even, goldfish, when they all hang out together like this, they're called a troubling of goldfish. So that's kind of cool. So the way I recommend you start out is that you get your 40 breeder or bigger tank going and filtered, have the media established, have your tank fully cycled, and then get 1 goldfish. And for a few weeks, practice taking care of that 1 goldfish, figure out foods he or she likes, develop a real good relationship with that goldfish and your water change habits, and then go get the other 2 once your tank is nice and established, because there is a big difference between an established tank and a cycled tank, because you can have a brand new tank with fully cycled water and that will be safe for a lot of fish, but it's still going to be the safest once it's about 6 months old, and a lot of the water in there has had some time to mature and turn into the more natural water that they have. So yeah, keep goldfish in pairs of 3 or more, depending on the tank size that you have. I am not suggesting overstocking. I'm just saying people have a myth that they don't need friends, that they can live alone in a bowl, and that's just not true. They just love having buddies. While I'm looking at this tank, I just have to show you guys little Topsy-Lopsy here, who would have been a cull if I was a real breeder, but oh, I'm not. I'm just a hobbyist and a goldfish rescuer and a goldfish enthusiast, and the little Topsy-Lopsy back there was born with a twisted tail and has to swim like that sometimes, but oh, he's still getting bigger. He or she still seems really happy and content and hangs out with the other goldfish. So I am just going to let that little one live as long as she seems happy and healthy. So yeah, this is my 75-gallon Ranchu goldfish tank. I think this will be my final video in this series, and you guys let me know in the comments if you feel like this little series I've made is helpful or not. I know I've really kind of been figuring out the camera and all that stuff, but I do have a ton of knowledge on keeping goldfish alive and happy in home aquariums, and that is hard because finding that information is rough, because you have people with tons of misinformation that they are happy to share like it's the truth, tell you you can keep them in a ridiculous 2-gallon bowl or whatever. And you have the goldfish police who would tell you that me keeping these goldfish in an incredibly filtered, incredibly planted, incredibly water changed 75-gallon tank is abuse because there's 7 of them. You will. So I am trying to be the kind of voice of reason of all of it and give you guys real pointers on keeping your fish alive starting out. So let me know if you think these have been helpful, and if you might want to see some more videos on goldfish care and just the babies eating and growing and stuff. I have a lot of fun making these. So yeah, if you like them, let me know that you're watching them. I'll keep making more. All right. Bye.